morning. So today I'm going to be sharing my initial thoughts on the book Beasts by Joyce Carol Oates. And my main initial thought is this book is way too short. And I really wish it wasn't because I have been eating this book up. So I think my initial draw into this book was because that bone inside of me that really loves the secret history was kind of itching again, and I needed to scratch it. So I figured I would fall kind of back into this like dark academia genre, and I found myself really surprised. This book is nothing like The Secret History. Nothing ever could be. Yet it has still managed to really kind of captivate me all the same. So this novella follows Jillian. She's a poetry student at a New England college in the 70s who finds herself madly in love or madly infatuated with her poetry professor. And she also finds herself really enamored by his wife, a French sculptress who makes these very polarizing sculptures of women. People either really love them or really hate them. And she displays them with the phrase, "We are beasts and this is our consolation." So this book really gripped me right off the bat, mainly because of how it's written. It doesn't really flow from point A to point B like a regular novel. Instead, it's more like you're reading Jillian's memories. She recalls all of the scenes in the book in kind of flashbacks and little moments. And so you're only really getting her perspective. I think one of the aspects too that I really love about this book is just how honest our main character, Jillian, is. When she talks about how in love she is with her professor, she is so raw about it. She talks about it like it's this deep, dark secret. And should this secret come to light, it's almost going to be like a glass that shatters everything in her world. And I appreciate that. This book is also very lustful in an artful way. The way that Jillian kind of talks about her professor reading the poetry of D.H. Lawrence, she talks about it like it's the most sensual thing that's ever been done. And as a reader, I find myself wanting this man just based off of the descriptions of him, even though the book even says he's not particularly handsome or anything like that. There's a certain lust in the air the entire time that you read this book, and you find yourself kind of wanting and craving a sort of scenario like this in your own life. You can also really feel Jillian's desperation in this book to impress her professor to the point where it affects the rest of her classes and her life. It's almost like all she wants is to be devoted to him. And it feels so real as you go through this book. So overall, I'm honestly really enjoying this book and I'm really excited to see where it goes. I'm definitely going to be reading more from this author if her other books kind of read like this, and she does have a lot, so I'm excited about that. I like this too because it's an interesting book because it takes place in the dark academic space without being pretentious, which is a little bit of a switch up from things that I'm used to in the genre. It takes art and intelligent and it makes it hot, it makes it desperate, and it kind of gives you something that you don't necessarily find immediately in this genre. So far, I'm really enjoying it.